sitting with the extraordinary BryanBoy, and if you don't know who he is, shame on you. Tell me a little bit about BryanBoy and how it evolved.
Originally started as a travel journal. I went to Moscow, Russia for a month and a half on a vacation. And I thought instead of like emailing my friends and my family, I just thought I'd create a website. I posted, you know, my adventures, what I'm doing every day, you know, what I ate, where I went, the places that I go, and it really just became like a personal diary. I'm not even sure if I would consider myself as one of the hottest blogger, but over the years, it's just fascinating how blogging really changed the way, you know, fashion is being run and the way everything pretty much in the whole world is being run, because it's really the flow of information and how things are being shared or communicated online. The good thing about, you know, being a blogger and, like, you know, with my peers, that every blog is different and every blog is unique, and it should be unique. The whole point of having a blog is having your own personal point of view, you're sharing your own personal experiences, and really having something different. If you are a blogger who's basically doing something else that everybody else is doing, and then you shouldn't be blogging. You know, I call them bloggers 2.0, because a lot of the younger bloggers, they start off blogging thinking that, you know, that they can turn it into something, you know, financially rewarding for them, or they want to be famous or what have you. When I started blogging, it was really an organic process. All I wanted to do is to share my pictures and share my experiences to my readers and entertain them. They love my sense of humor, they love my personality. People follow me on Twitter, on my blog, or my Facebook, because they love what I'm doing. You know, it's kind of like, I try to make my readers feel like they're voyeurs who can, you know, who see me do so many things around the world and really just, you know, do that. I only post things that I like. You know, that's the most important thing. I only post things that are authentic to the reader, authentic to myself. I am not going to blog anything that I don't like, I don't believe in, or just something that I don't want to do.
It seems like everything that you do is pretty much on parade within the public experience.
Yeah.
How do you separate between, like, BryanBoy the persona and BryanBoy you?
I mean, because for me, I only share part of me online. Whatever people see online, it's only like 10% of me in real life, or sometimes it's just different. I mean, I only share what I feel like sharing. It's that simple.
On a personal level, you have no qualms about wearing men's or women's wear.
Both. I mean, at the end of the day, clothes are clothes. Whether, you know, I mean, I have my limits, of course, but the whole point of, like, playing with fashion is really just to experiment and really explore what's out there. My style is quite eclectic and quite eccentric. You know, I really try to play around. I try not to conform to what people are wearing. If I look at my closet, I always have that same old problem. I don't have anything to wear. I look at my closet, there's like nothing for me to wear. It's not like I have this one piece that I love so much, you know, now. I'm always running out of options, and there are a lot of times where I'm just like so sick of what I have. Right. I wish I have something new all the time, but it's just, you know, it's just impossible.
What store windows or boutiques, like boutique windows, inspire you?
I definitely love, you know, the Barney's windows and Bergdorf windows. I mean, I love Barney's and Bergdorf Goodman. I mean, if I had all the money in the world, I would just like make up my home and make up my closet, period.
And I'd be living in the window right next door to you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you. Do you feel that cities have their own street style and their own street vibe?
Yes, of course. Especially in the fashion capitals, it's really evident. You know, New York, it's very, you know, they definitely have their own style. People here are really polished. They always have, it's all about the hair. People here have like flawless hair and flawless grooming. They look immaculate. It's interesting how in Paris, people always have this illusion that Paris is so chic, Paris is so glamorous, but I beg to differ. The people who are chic in Paris are the foreigners who have this illusion that Paris is amazing. But other than that, the typical people look like they don't wash, you know? Every city is definitely unique because you know, every city has their own resources which allow people to really develop a certain style. You know, I'm a big fan of Asian cities like Hong Kong or Tokyo because they're really, you know, they're really individual, they're all unique. So yeah.
Just to kind of in terms of what you're talking about, how do you feel the internet and mobile has brought fashion closer together or blended trends in any way?
Well, definitely. I mean, I think, you know, the internet definitely played a big role in making fashion a world that's really accessible. You know, like for example, I would never imagine I would be communicating to my favorite, you know, creative people. Like, you know, just like it's possible. Like 10 years ago, like how do I contact them? How do I reach out to them? But now it really made everything accessible. Same with clothes, same with sense of style. Anybody can be blogging about, they can be in New York, Milan, or Paris, or wherever they are, and then somebody could be reading it from South Africa, or like Luxembourg, or Norway, and still follow what other people are doing. So I think in a way, the internet made style more global, more, you know, democratized, just like it's really accessible for everybody.